Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down, Chargers.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end, Arande gets in the 2nd. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the give, here's Hampton. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. What a try. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back to the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. On the ground, Hampton. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. The left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
13 yards on the play.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play.
Chargers,
All
first
even
down.
on the scoreboard.
1st and 10 at
And
the
we're back
50-yard
in
line.
Philly in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Hampton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll pitch it out here. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
No touch it. Anyway, up.
Off the play fake, Hurts, headed left, buying time. And this is too far out in front.
They hold you.
Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's taken in. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. A run. This is Hampton. He'll work forward for a couple. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Herbert brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, as good enough for a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
Ray. Set.
Here's Hampton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And he's in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Chargers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 35.
A first down throw for Hurts. Rolling right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. No touch that. Get it. I don't even 73. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll have a first down and definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
No touch that. I don't even Crowd left Yanni. Hey, easy. 63, bang. No touch.
To the air again. Hurts. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Crowd left Yanni. Great, set. I don't even No touch.
Again, Hurts. That is brought in at the 10. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts will try it again. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
He
know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, I'll tell you what. Executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Hey, give me a team.
No touch. No touch.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
They'll come
5.
up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run here with Barkley, and he will easily pick up the first down. They've got
red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Here's Hurts. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal.
63.
Hurts now. He's got his big tight end. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now here in this 4th quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
They're on 27-yard line.
Run!
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
He'll swing this out to Hampton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. He was able to get it by plenty, too. Gain of 8 on that 3rd and 3.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers 1st down.
Ready?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remains as we get set for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will score! Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here is Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
On top, set. Miami.
Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here comes second down.
Henley on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
63, 63, 63.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10.
First and 10
Hey,
at the
easy, 63,
38-yard
63,
line.
bang. Carl Yeti. Carl Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. Here's a second and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down.
That ball intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
And just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, Silver. Great. Alpha. Carl Yeti.
Hurts to the air on first down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's caught. A big one here in the 4th quarter. A gain of 57 yards.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
73.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Second down, they need 3. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. Here we go. One final play. Pushed out to his left. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory.